ఓం శ్రీకృష్ణ పరబ్రహ్మణే నమ. ఓం శ్రీ సరస్వత్యై నమ. ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమ. హరి ఓం. మై డియర్ friends and relatives, welcome again. In today's talk, we are trying to learn the 35th sloka of the 18th chapter, Moksha Sannyasa Yogam of Bhagavad Gita. Today's talk also I would like to continue in English because I assume that many of our Telugu friends also can understand English easily. So they can react and comment if they want some of the talks in Telugu. So this sloka goes like this. Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madameva cha na vimunchati durmedha dhrutis sapardhatamasi. So here Bhagavan is talking of the courage all of us have got. Everybody has got, or some people have got some type of courage sometime. That is Satvika Dhruti, Rajasika Dhruti, Tamasika Dhruti. Yesterday we discussed Rajasika Dhruti. Means the courage we have, how it is fluctuating now and then. So we are pushing us into worries and unhappiness sometimes and happiness sometimes. But here Tamasi, this is third class. Third grade means lowest. Tamasi has also got courage. That is a pity. But it is a foolish courage. He has got courage in bad things, bad qualities. And he has got also steadfastness. He sticks to his principles. But what are those principles, bad principles? Swapnam. Swapnam means sleeping. He has confidence in sleeping. So some people will be sleeping whole day, whole night, nothing will happen to me. You know what will happen if anybody sleeps more than what is required? You know it. All the body is made up of so many joints. All these joints will become tight. Once you get up, it will be very difficult to get up and stand and to walk. That is why at the old age I had requested, out of my experience, don't get up immediately. After getting up, you just chant the name of your God. That is a basic thing. Then stand for a while, for a few seconds, and then start walking. If you start walking like a deer, like a young deer, not old deer doesn't do that. Young deer, they start running when they start. We should not run like that. So this fellow sleeps and sleeps, and then he doesn't acquire, not unable to meet the success and no chance of having any happiness. Bhayam, fear of every damn thing. He fears about the future. Some people have a fear about the future. What will happen to me, how much money I should have. They can't calculate properly. So they go on acquiring after retirement. I mean, nobody will take care of me. As if money will take care of him. Who will take care of him? His sons, his children, or his friends will take care of him. It's not the money alone. Money should have something. So he goes on acquiring 2 to 3 plots, 4 plots. Somebody has got, he acquires buildings, he acquires money. That is all too much bad, too much money. Then shokam. He was worrying, unnecessarily displeasure, unhappiness. Going on unnecessarily weeping. What is the use? Vishadam. Vishadam means worrying. Goes on worrying. Then madameva. Madam means again overconfidence. He has, see, even including Dharmaraja, he had overconfidence, he had such a courage that he will one or the other trip. So goes on putting all the one after another kingdom, then his wife, his brothers. He has loses, and then finally he had to go 12 years into the forest, and 1 year Ajñātabāsam he has to do, so that nobody will recognize him. After 13 years, when he comes back and asks for his kingdom back, Duryodhana refuses to give him. He said, it is as a warrior you should fight and get it. I am declaring war. Duryodhana had that bad courage. Till last, he had that steadfastness only in grabbing the land and kingdom of all others. Even when they have completed 12 years and 1 year as per Aranyavasam or forest, tapam. You should have returned them. Even when many people, God has advised him, Sri Krishna, to return it. No, he did not do that. So he has that confidence in himself. So he did it. And he fought the war and lost the war. You know it. So na vimunchati durmedha. Durmedha. Medha means intelligence. They have got intelligence, but durmedha, bad intelligence. That bad intelligence, he doesn't leave it. Foolishly, he goes on sticking to that. You can see so many things foolishly how they go on sticking to that and then lose it. Some insects we have seen, they go on sticking here on my skin, they go on sticking to my skin and then go on sucking the blood. What happens if they foolishly stick there? We put a one thump and then he dies, insect. Just like that foolish insect doing that. And people also do some foolish acts and they stick to their invalid thoughts and then they lose their happiness. And so we should never fall into that trap. We have discussed the Satvika Thairyam also. We should have fear, but fear only about that Almighty. No, we need not fear about anybody. Then we will always be happy. If we start fearing, there is a saying also, one fears his own shadow. Isn't it? We say, why do you fear about your own shadow? It is your shadow only. Nobody is there coming from your behind and trying to beat you. So we should not have fear unnecessarily. Supposing they go into a play, a final match, they are playing. So India fights with no fear, then they win the match. If they have a fear, they cannot win the match. The ball may hit me, hit my head because it has hit somebody. So we should not have fear. But then foolish, one 22 years boy I know in my colony, to give many examples are there in my experience. He saw such a foolish fellow, he went into a public swimming pool in Hyderabad. So somebody was telling him, don't go there. And no, he had that false courage. He said, I can swim. He went deep and deep unnecessarily. And then what happened? He was learning swimming. He doesn't know. Even when his friends were telling him, don't go, he went there. Finally, he died in that swimming pool. Now the parents, now this grown-up boy, he got a good seat in a good engineering college. He was to study and earn money, live on his, bring pleasure and joy. And the whole family is in sorrow. So they should not think that after all, okay, it is his body, he has gone. They should not worry too much about that. Where somebody follows that foolish steadfastness in foolish things and unwise, improper things, then we will be a loser. We will never get happiness in that. So we should remember these things. I am not well versed in English. This is only second, but I'll try to improve with your suggestions and those things. So, in this Vijayaprakasananda Swamiji's book I have kept before me, that helps me to discuss with you. So we should stop this sleeping, fear, worry, and unnecessary foolish things in acquiring too much wealth which is not required. That everyone has to calculate what is the minimum required money, minimum required wealth, minimum required house, minimum required accommodation that is required, minimum required clothing. So minimum desires we should have. It's not that nobody says you don't have desires to protect your body, to acquire food and all that. You acquire food, you acquire body, you acquire family, you lead a family life, but all minimum. Even food intake, very minimum. Foolishly they consume. What will happen? Some cigarette smoking, till the age of 60 years, he has got overconfidence. Nothing will happen to me. And what is that confidence? And finally, at the age of 60 years, 65 years, doctor will tell him, now your lungs are totally spoiled. You will die in another 3 months. At least another 3 months, 6 months you will survive if you stop smoking. Then also some people don't listen to it. Then they finally die or get some diseases. So we should never follow these bad habits too long. Once we know that we are just getting touch. We cannot avoid those bad qualities are also we have brought from the previous births. That is what the God has said. I remember one Sumati Shatakam poem, I'll tell and finish the talk today. That is what they say is, I'm not able to remember. We have to read Akkaraku Rani Chuttam. మొక్కిన వరమేని మేల్పు తానెక్కిన పారని గుర్రము గ్రక్కున విడువంగ వలయు గదరాసమతి. దీస్ బ్యాడ్ క్వాలిటీస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు లీవ్ దెమ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ. అక్కరకు రాని చూడండి, సమ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ రిలేటివ్స్, నాట్ ఆల్ అవర్ రిలేటివ్స్, సమ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, నాట్ ఆల్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఈవెన్ రిలేటివ్స్, హీ సేస్, సుమతి శతక రైటర్, relatives, if those relatives don't respond to you, you go on giving money to them, or then they don't, when you need, they don't respond. Akkarakuran, the friends also, when a friend in need is a friend in need, they say. If a friend doesn't come to our need, then he is not a friend. We have to leave that friend. We should not stick to that friend at all. A friend in need is a friend. So, Akkarakurani Chuttam, మొక్కిన వరం, even God, some gods you believe, they don't give a boon to you when you really need the boon, when you really need the help. Then leave that God. Even God, you leave it, he says. The మొక్కిన వరమేని తానెక్కిన భారని గుర్రం means a horse you have to ride in Himalayas, mountain places. You need a horse, or long distances. When you go to in America also, long back, 100 years back, they used to move only on horses for long distances. A horse is there, it doesn't go, then go on pulling that horse. What is the use of it? And finally it will throw the rider into a valley, and that rider will die. We should not unnecessarily struggle with that bad horse. Some people go on studying till night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, foolishly, thinking that I am having all the courage to bear the sleep and study for long hours. What will happen? Next day in the exam hall, he will not be able to recollect anything, because he is so much tired and he gets sleepy and his brain doesn't work. He cannot recollect what he has studied. So this foolish courage and foolishness to continue a work is only third class quality, third degree, lowest category of quality. So this type of tamasika dhruti we should not have at all. Even if we have, immediately we should leave it. తానెక్కిన భారణిగను గ్రక్కున విడుమంగవలయు గదరాసుమతై means a good fellow who has got a good brain, good intellect, will leave all these three suddenly. So there is nothing like God. If we really mean God, means it's not so many demigods have come. Even human beings, they say they are God. It's not like that. God is infinite. That God is an imagination, just as in mathematics we imagine alpha. So even though we know that it is infinity and cannot be reachable, but we should try to understand this his power. Yesterday we have talked about Panchabhutas, earth, sky, space, then the sound, water, fire, so Lord Sun, the air. All these are unlimited. We should try to understand their capacity and try to use them properly, and then be benefited by them. And we should also cooperate with them. If we cooperate with somebody, they will cooperate with us. If we help somebody, they help with us. They help us. So this gives us satisfaction and happiness. So one can remain happy always by doing good things and leaving these improper things immediately. Okay, thank you for listening today. Please comment and suggest for improvement further. Tomorrow we will meet with another sloka, that is 36 sloka of the Moksha Sannyas Yoga. Thank you. Bye. Namaskar.